If the expression, how's it going, immediately brings Joey Tribbiani to mind, then you're definitely one of us, the Friends fans. But we're willing to bet that we've uncovered 20 intriguing moments you might have missed, even if you've binge-watched all the seasons a few times. Check out our video to discover what Bruce Willis forfeited in a bet against Matthew Perry, why they served raw, unpeeled potatoes as dessert in the cafe, and which main characters never locked lips on the show. The enigmatic white dog. This peculiar statue is the only souvenir Joey retained after his brief stint in Days of Our Lives during Season 2. It unpredictably appears in various episodes, with its last cameo in the series finale when Monica and Chandler bid farewell to their apartment. In an interview, Courtney Cox spilled the beans that the big white dog statue belonged to her husband, David Arquette. Despite some trivia websites claiming it was a good luck gift to Jennifer Aniston, who plays Rachel, on her first day of filming, Aniston opted to let it sit in the background of Monica's apartment. Apartment number chronicles. Consider yourself a Friends fanatic? So, what's Monica's apartment number? Joey's? Chandler's? Caught you off guard there, didn't I? In the initial episodes, Monica resided in apartment number 5, while the guys were in number 4. Come the 8th episode, Monica's place morphed from 5 to 20. The show's creators realized that 5 wouldn't be a realistic upper-floor apartment number in a large building. Chandler's also got an upgrade to 19, aligning with the magic kitchen window. Enchanting kitchen window. The countless amusing heart-to-heart talks that unfolded in that kitchen. Unfortunately, most viewers were so engrossed in the banter that they overlooked the scenery outside the kitchen window. It underwent frequent changes. At times, you'd spot a neighboring brick building with a wide-framed window, visible in the lower half of Monica's window. But occasionally, like in Season 3, Episode 9, a clothesline made an appearance, and the window itself shifted positions on the wall. The art of set changes. Phoebe's peculiar pregnancy. If you thought the peculiar tale of Phoebe acting as a surrogate for her brother and carrying triplets seemed a bit far-fetched, well, it wasn't just your imagination. Agreeably, Phoebe is a tad eccentric, but the storyline was crafted because Lisa Kudrow was genuinely pregnant. The scriptwriters had to get creative to accommodate this twist, and they did so quite successfully. Joey, the romantic scientist. Hank Azaria, or as we know him, Joey David, aka David the Scientist Guy, was Phoebe's initial heartthrob. A shy and romantic figure in a woolen jumper, he broke Phoebe's heart when he abruptly departed. It's amusing to contemplate him as Joey, can't quite picture it, huh? The show's creators shared the sentiment, as even after 2 auditions for Joey's role, Azaria didn't make the cut. We're solidly behind the decision to cast Matt LeBlanc. After all, who else could deliver the iconic "How you doin'" with such flair? Ross vs. Frozen Delights. Dogs and ice cream, universally beloved, right? Oddly, in the 7th season, we discover that Chandler despises dogs, even puppies, while Ross isn't a fan of ice cream. Quite surprising, given that just a season earlier, we witnessed Ross and Elizabeth enjoying a romantic ice cream date. Perhaps Ross had a soft spot for the girl, allowing him to savor the chilly dessert more than usual. Shared kisses and exceptions. The show boasted numerous passionate kisses between lovers, unexpected friendly smooches, and a couple of truly bizarre ones. Remember when Chandler outdid Ross and Joey by locking lips with 3 girls in a row? Now, who's the heartbreaker, huh? Notably, all the main characters shared on-screen kisses at some point, except for Monica and Phoebe. Makes us wonder if it was a script issue or if there was some tension between the 2 actresses. The absurdly empty peephole frame. Who hasn't rapped on that purple door? Celebrities like Reese Witherspoon, George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Alec Baldwin, none seem to notice the peculiar frame around the peephole. A strange use for a frame, right? Truth be told, the frame initially held a mirror but got shattered by a crew member during early filming. Oddly enough, the producers found the broken frame visually appealing, deciding to keep it. Now, that yellow frame is an iconic symbol of the show, available for die-hard fans to order as a door decoration. Perhaps it might even bring luck and lead to a star knocking on your door one day. The ever-present June Gable. Despite appearing in only a few episodes as Joey's agent Estelle Leonard, it's impossible to forget her 80s-style puffy hair, bright makeup, and ever-present cigarette. Interestingly, June Gable previously featured in the show as a nurse during the episode where Carol gives birth to Ben, Phoebe's little brother. Giovanni Ribisi's dual roles. Giovanni Ribisi, the actor portraying Phoebe's brother Frank Jr., has a noteworthy backstory. In the early seasons, he played a small, unnoticed role as a boy who accidentally tossed a condom into Phoebe's guitar case instead of change. The twist of fate, right? First, you throw condoms at your sister, and later, you ask her to deliver your triplets. Joey's age conundrum. As Rachel nervously hits the big 3-0 in season 30, her friends reflect on how they handled their milestone birthdays. Joey's 30th birthday stands out as a particularly painful memory. Here's the snag. In season 1, episode 23, Joey was identified as the youngest among the friends, aged 25. Thus, he shouldn't have hit 30 before Rachel. The memorable "Oh why, God, why?" a tantrum shouldn't have been part of the plot. Quite a sad oversight. Dual birthdays for Ross. Ross finds himself in an even more perplexing birthday situation. In the 4th season, he informs Gunther that his birthday is in December. Yet, come season 9, he confides in Joey that it's October 18th. Ross seems a bit bewildered, but not bewildered enough to mix up the months. Affording extravagant apartments. Ever pondered how much the friends' characters shell out for their rent? As of 2018, the average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment in Manhattan is around $5,524. It's highly doubtful that any of the 6 friends, all in their early 20s and launching their careers, could comfortably afford such expenses. Monica's spacious apartment, shared with Rachel, is in her grandmother's name and enjoys rent control, a little secret to sustaining her chef lifestyle at the onset of her career. Perhaps she even extends this favor to Rachel when she first moves in, offering little to no rent. But what about Chandler, with a career in statistical analysis and data reconfiguration, and aspiring actor? How does he afford a nearly identical apartment? And what about Phoebe, the anthropologist and massage therapist? When do they clock in? Working hours, a mystery. Beyond the financial puzzlement, the oddest revelation is that they rarely seem to work. Yes, occasional scenes unfold at Monica's restaurant or Chandler's office. However, more often than not, the friends are spotted sipping coffee, either at the cafe or in Monica's apartment. Even when Rachel takes on waitressing duties at Central Perk, her focus leans more towards socializing than serving coffee. Recall the episode where they gripe about life in the cafe, only to suddenly realize that the workday has already started. Courtney Cox's real-life pregnancy. In the storyline, Monica and Chandler grapple with infertility before deciding to adopt. In real life, Courtney Cox faced challenges as well. Unfortunately, she experienced a miscarriage during the filming of episodes involving Rachel's baby. Nonetheless, during the last season, the 40-year-old actress was pregnant with her daughter Coco. Hence, the abundance of scarves and loose clothes toward the show's conclusion, subtly concealing her growing belly. The irresistible Tom Selleck. Monica dating Dr. Richard Burke, 20 years her senior, wasn't an issue, especially when the role was played by the irresistible Tom Selleck. The studio audience's reaction to Selleck's entrance was so overwhelming that some scenes had to be retaken on an empty set. While we adore Chandler, there's no denying that petite Monica looked stunning alongside the tall, handsome doctor. Repeated first meetings. Rachel and Chandler crossing paths not once but thrice on first meetings, quite the quirk. The initial encounter is in the first episode, with Rachel fleeing her wedding and meeting Monica and friends at the cafe. Yet, they were also introduced into the one with the flashback. And apparently, they had yet another first meeting during Thanksgiving at Ross and Monica's parents' house. Chandler's humor struggles. Chandler's sarcastic comments and jokes are universally adored, well, except by his closest friends. The only plausible explanation is that the director aimed to maintain the scene's flow without disruptions for laughs. Unfair, Chandler, but we acknowledge you as the resident funny one. Bizarre potato dessert. Central Perk occasionally offers eccentric desserts, or more precisely, just one oddity. In a shot of Joey at Central Perk, a potato oddly graces the cake display stand beside him. A potato. Bruce Willis versus Matthew Perry. Ross, an avid Bruce Willis fan, missed an opportunity to share his enthusiasm when meeting Elizabeth's father, played by Willis himself. Perry, being quite the gambler, engaged in a bet with Willis during the whole 9 yards of filming. Perry predicted the film would top the box office on its opening weekend, but Willis disagreed. The bet's outcome led to Willis guest starring on Friends as Ross's girlfriend's father and Rachel's crush, with Perry donating his earrings to charity. Fortunately, Perry's victory treated us to unforgettable moments on the show. Chandler's speculated sexuality. Matthew Perry's character, Chandler, sparked debates among viewers and even Lisa Kudrow about his sexual orientation during the early seasons. Kudrow admitted being surprised by Perry's interpretation at the first read-through, as she initially thought Chandler was meant to be gay. In 1997, David Crane clarified that Chandler isn't gay and won't be. Share in the comments if there are any hidden gems we missed. Subscribe to our channel to stay updated on stories about your favorite celebrities.